Bitch, have you seen my grid lately?
Hello, I am Al-Rayess, and I flew all the way from California to interview the cast of Dubai Bling. Hello, how are you guys doing? Marhaba.
Hi, Nasser.
I'm so excited to be here. Season 1 was fantastic. Everyone from America, across the world, was talking about Dubai Bling, from all the amazing dramatic moments to the funny moments. It was a pleasure to watch. But season 2 is coming, so we're super excited about that. And so I have some questions I want to ask you, not necessarily about season 2, but more about you guys, right? So a big thing that I do on my Instagram and TikTok is about red flags, you know? And season 1, see, they have the red flags. Season 1 had a lot of red flags, from relationships to dating to workplace events. Everything happened. And so I want to ask, what are your guys' red flags, and what do you think the red flags of your cast members are? So I think, Ebraheem, we have to start with you.
Yeah.
What is your major red flag?
The biggest red flag that I had on my blind date with the beautiful LJ was when the waiter would come, she would not like look at them in the eye, like she wouldn't pay attention to them. So for me, if you don't acknowledge the people who are helping you, for me it's a red flag that you're not kind to everyone, and for me, I would have to pass, not my personality to deal.
That's a good red flag. Yeah. What about, do you think you have a red flag for yourself or no?
We
all have red flags, whether we like it or not.
It's all red flags with Ebraheem. I'm not gonna lie.
If he denies a red flag, it's a red flag.
You know, if I have to leave, if I'm from somewhere and I'm forcefully have to leave from somewhere, that's a huge red flag that I'm about to pop.
Okay.
Because I know, like, I bottle things up.
The pop.
And I can hear, like, whistling in my head, like, Ebraheem, get out, get out, get out, get out.
It's time to leave.
It's time to go.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. Lojain, what do you think is the biggest red flag for you, if you have one, or for other people?
Drama in general.
Drama in general.
Yes, I run away. I'm not into drama, and I think I have allergic.
Yeah.
That's
it's
why.
a good allergy to have. It's
yes.
a good allergy to have.
Yes, yes.
I know I'm allergic to it too, but sometimes I get drawn to it. It's too
I can watch it from afar away, very far away, but I don't want to be involved.
Okay,
yes.
That's good. And Farhana, what do you think is a red flag for yourself, or maybe about your cast members, or in general?
Maybe in my birthday party and my birthday celebration, when Zaina said that she doesn't like to go to sponsored birthdays, but she was there, so I think that's a red flag.
That's a red flag, okay. And Danya, what's a red flag for you?
I think a red flag is when someone talks behind someone else's back, but then is friends with the other person, and then, you know, playing both sides. I think that's a huge red flag.
Wow, we're getting to the details.
Double agent.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep it for the audience imagination who I'm talking about, but that's a red flag.
Imagination is good, but I feel like you drew a good picture for us. And DJ Bliss, what's a red flag for you?
I just like people to be authentic and real, and you know, I actually respect people who tell you to your face like how they feel, and you know, if you get along, you get along. If you don't, you don't. But it's the people who just act like they're cool in front of you, but they're not. You know. So I really prefer if you're just honest with me. Like if I'm cool with you, I actually respect people who come and tell you that we're not cool because it's real, rather than just act like nothing is wrong and just play along.
So being two-faced, it's a red flag.
Huge red flag.
Big
Or more even than two-faced.
big.
Oh, I have another one. Can I say it?
Yes, of course. You're also wearing red, so
when
it
I was
fits perfectly.
no, I think for me, I think when I was filming with Aiden, and then Zaina just rocked up at my shoot, I'm like, why did she rock up at my shoot?
That was
yeah, I was like, why did she?
Yeah.
And she was wearing red too.
And
so
she was wearing red.
That's a
That's
big
a red flag.
That was the biggest red flag.
That was the biggest red flag that happened?
I mean, in her situation, yeah.
It definitely.
And she was wearing
It
red.
was a walking red flag.
Yo, Farhana, your two red flags involve the same person. You know that, right?
I know, right?
Just saying.
Sometimes one person draws enough red flags for us. So and I have a question, right? I'm single. My mom wants me to get married. Obviously, Ebraheem just got married. Alf Mabruk. My mom wants me to get married, and I'm not ready to get married. But I'm starting to look around. What do you think are some red flags to look out for when you're dating with some other people? Ooh. Dating red flags. What are your top? Anyone can answer this.
If she's asking you already, like before she gets to know your favorite color and what food you like, if she's asking you like what do you own, like land-wise or homes or property, run.
Immediately. Run. When she's talking about the flus, no.
When I first came to Dubai, my sister-in-law was trying for me to get married to one of the teachers that worked in school where her kids went to. And I met this girl and her mother and everything, and she literally went behind my back to ask my friends, like, do you know if Ebraheem owns any property? Thinking that I'm not gonna find out. And that was the biggest red flag. I'm like, bye.
No,
So
100%.
basically, gold diggers.
Gold diggers.
Yeah.
And families, I think you
Yeah.
like introduce her to your family and see how that relationship goes. That like if it's not working out, that's a big red flag as well.
Yeah.
Because in Arab families, you don't get married to the person, you get
don't
married to
get
the
married to
family.
the family. People forget that when you're dating, you're not just dating the person. You're not getting married to the person. You're marrying the family as well.
The whole family, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I usually I make a lot of tests, of course. But for me, number one, the relationship between him and his family.
Oh.
Yeah.
And number two, the relationship or the way how he treats other people, and especially like valet parking or the housemaid.
The small mannerisms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he nice with them or just nice with me? But with them, he have a different personality.
So
Then I can
It's
decide.
a point to always pay attention.
Yeah.
So this leads me into a game that we have, right? So on my YouTube, not YouTube, I don't like YouTube, on TikTok and Instagram, I say Habibi before I drop a red flag. It's like my intro to the red flag. So we're gonna go through a couple scenarios, and if you think it's a red flag, you put up the red flag and you say Habibi, it's a red flag. And it'll be like a quick hitter for us. So we'll start off, okay? There's around 5 or 6 of them, all right? First one. A guy wants to split the bill at dinner. Red flag or not?
He's not even an Arab, because Arab would never do that.
Oh my God.
Arabs pay, we pay.
I have something to
We
say.
fight
Very
to pay.
generous, very, yes.
You can get a black eye if you try to pay in my
Trust me,
table.
I fought before.
Yeah.
I have something to say here. I
Yes.
met a guy and he was like, oh, but when my sister goes out for dinner, she splits the bill. I was like, really? Okay.
I'm not your sister.
We need to up her standards here. Never split the bill, guys. Never do it.
Especially in our culture. I mean, from
Hey,
the
hey,
Indian
my-
Arab culture, we never do.
Yeah, of course. It's Arab and Middle Eastern culture.
Yeah.
It's the hospitality.
Yeah.
I think in America it's lacking a little bit.
No, but the beautiful thing about it is that Arab, we're very generous.
Exactly.
And if the guy paid for the bill, the girl has her own way to thank him. Like maybe in his birthday, she might get him a gift or something. So the generosity and the way we give gifts for each other in our birthdays, or even coming to each other's house, whatever. Sometimes it can be something small, but it's always giving. Like
It'll come back in a different way.
in a different
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Different way.
By the way, I used to
100%.
fight. I always want to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Then my friend, they told me, when they are older than me, take this lesson. If there is a man on the table, never ever think to pay. They're supposed to pay. And this is in our Arab culture, and that's right. But I don't know why.
It's all raised as
I want to
well.
show that I don't need anyone.
Yeah.
I can
But
pay.
in America,
I'm
you start
generous.
fighting with your friends. I'll Venmo you $10 for this, or for the you ate one of my fries, you owe me $2.
Venmo me.
In
Actually,
America,
I
oh my
saw
God, I
that.
literally will go to dinner and my friend will be like, you owe me $1 for the water. I'm like, when? It's not
Oh my
raised.
God.
Well, once my friend drove me somewhere and he's like, can I get $20 for the gas? And I'm like,
This is something that irritated me from
Take
you.
100.
That's a red flag.
Block,
100%.
Habibti,
Yeah.
block.
Yeah,
Your
we're
friends will be
Gas bill.
addict.
Yeah.
Trust me. We can go into it, but we can go on to different scenarios. Okay, next one. You go to a guy's Instagram, and all his pictures are only of himself with mirror selfies.
I forgot.
Bitch, have you seen my grid lately?
Actually, I wasn't even thinking
My
about it.
grid? Have you seen
I
my
wasn't
grid?
even
No,
thinking
I have
about
not
him.
seen your grid.
Okay.
It wasn't. It's in general. It's a general red flag. If it's only about him, but it's also his Instagram. Do we think it's a red flag? Not Ebraheem, do you think it's a red flag or not?
Yeah, it is.
But listen, self-love is important. If you want to
It
show
is.
off yourself.
No, but let me
do it.
tell you something about Ebraheem. No, if he posts a selfie of him some time to time, but he also posts a lot of fun stuff, a lot of stuff
That's
that
why
makes
it's
him
not just.
laugh.
That's why.
Which is
Ebraheem posts
actually
videos and
fun.
stuff. It's not
It's
just
a
about.
balance.
Exactly,
I would
it's
have
a
said
balance.
Ebraheem, but it's not
Yeah.
just about Ebraheem. There are guys who
Exactly,
go to their profile.
and we like to
Yeah.
watch his
And it's
profile
them in the
because he
gym.
entertains us.
Yeah.
But then you get these guys on Instagram; it's all about themselves. Like I know so many of those.
Yeah.
well,
That's
that's,
a red
that's
flag.
fine. But I think
Yeah.
another, I thought you were going to say another red flag is if the guy's following, like his follow list is all girls.
This was next.
Okay.
If you go to a guy's Instagram list and he's following more girls than you are, is it
Oh
a
my
red
God!
flag?
Yes,
Huge red
red
flag.
flag.
Habibi.
By the way, I don't know one. I know so many like that.
مشغولة.
And
not
actually,
good.
can I just say something? It's a turn off. It's a complete turn off
Yeah.
when guys do that. I know so many guys who do this, and I'm like,
That's why you have to start the investigation immediately
Yeah.
on the Instagram following list. It tells you a whole story.
I think a real good guy is a guy that be following a lot of restaurants.
Yeah, like
شو بيقول بالعربي؟ الزلمة ما عنده كرش Nah, this one.
Elish.
The tummy is a good sign, ladies. That's why I carry one. Okay, here's another one. This is about a girl. A girl says, I want you to spend minimum $500,000 on the wedding. Red flag or not?
Red flag.
Absolutely not.
No,
Red flag.
I don't think so.
It's her standard.
It's nothing.
This is why
500,000. I want more.
debates.
Absolutely not.
I think if a woman tells you, I don't care where I get married as long as I'm getting married to you, and then you go around and you surprise her with something amazing, that's the right scenario.
No.
Then
But I
what do you
think coming and putting a price, putting a number, and then like you're just starting your life and you want to get married and she's not thinking about that money could be saved for the kids, for the future, for that.
buy
By the way,
property.
no, it's a bit on the situation because if you're wealthy enough to pay and it's nothing for
Yeah.
you, the 5,000,
Yeah, but if you don't
maybe
have-
even you put in your mind 10,000, but you say no, only 5,000. I don't want you to spend more than 5,000. It depends on
No,
the way
I
and
think-
your situation.
I think a lot of men, young men, really want to get married, but women make it so difficult
No,
with
but
their
I-
demands, and that's why they're not getting married. I
I
think
disagree.
that marriage should not come with these numbers and prices and stuff. I think marriage should be that you guys need to love each other and understand each other, so actually people
This is
can get
normal.
married.
Daniel,
No,
you stand
but-
right
dating.
behind you, Ebraheem, the entire
Make
time.
it
this is-
easy.
this is a
Make it
guy-
easy. Why make things difficult?
but it's
No.
true.
Hamuna.
No, like because
I mean, I'm
Let's see what
speaking-
Danya and DJ Bliss have to say. Let's see
First
what
of
they
all,
have
I
to say.
think I spent that much on my wedding.
yeah, it's standard.
I did spend that much on my
It's
wedding.
standard. Okay. Well, we have to wrap up soon, so I have to ask the last red flag question. Okay. I love shawarma. I am the self-proclaimed shawarma king. All right. And this is a red flag that I have, but I want to see. Is it okay to put ketchup on shawarma? Red flag. or not?
No.
Habibi.
Habibi.
No ketchup on shawarma.
No ketchup, no cheese.
No cheese, come on.
I went to Morocco and I had a shawarma with cheese. I said, you guys,
cannot have a
this is
shawarma
illegal.
without
tomato.
Call the police.
That's
I
not
called the
legal.
police.
Good.
Garlic
Cannot be.
sauce.
Bring it
Shawarma
in.
with
Yeah.
garlic sauce.
No.
I know
Tabasco
people,
sauce.
which is my husband, one of them. He put ketchup with everything. I just say you have the same flavor for all
There's
food.
no taste.
Why?
And you want a man with taste.
Yeah,
Ketchup
exactly.
should be nowhere near.
Habibi.
Habibi!